In that session, we have discussed about the different significance of the research. First of all, what are the different types of the research, where we have discussed the exploratory and formulative research in detail. Descriptive research has been discussed. Diagnostic and hypothesis testing has been discussed in that session in detail. Here we have also discussed in that session the research proposal, meaning where it is a plan that you are having in your hand, and it is also describing in detail about the study decision about your study that are based on approval of the proceeds by the institutional board. Means whenever you are supposed to get the approval from any authority, uh, then in that case you need to get the research proposal in your hand, because this is the research proposal that you are going to represent to your authority. So this research proposal is somewhere plan that you understand your problem. You are this research proposal is also knowledge based document, as well as it is technical skill that is required here to prepare the research proposal. If I'm talking about the importance of the research proposal, then it serves to protect the researcher, and it is demanding the additional requirements also. It also protect committee from the students also. Means both the parties are somewhere protecting, because we are presenting our tentative plan to the approval authorities, and we may say in the upcoming time or future that these are the tentative plans that we have, or I have presented during the proposal presentation, and beyond that I cannot move any step. And even though it is also applicable in the approval authorities, that if they are demanding anything else, then you also can present your proposal that this has been already written in the research proposal, and beyond that we cannot take any step. This research proposal is also answering so many questions related to what research paper exactly is about. If any participant is having any issue, then kindly rectify that issue at your own level, and do not interrupt the session through marking on the screen, because it is distracting me, or otherwise you may be somewhere no eliminated from this session. So this research proposal is also answering the question that what different types of the research paper you have written in the past. What is your research experience? Even though it is also representing that how you what exactly your experience in the similar area is, because somewhere this authority is taking the risk to provide you the funds and to provide you the approval, so they are much interested to know each and everything, every concept about the research that you are conducting. Somewhere it is important for the proposal to outline the different steps that you are going to take during your research. It also provide yourself the intellectual content. It also justify your research. Need to be creative, think over the experiments or your extra requirements, even though it is also anticipate the potential problems that you may face or that may occur in the upcoming time period. It also anticipate a realistic timetable. So this research proposal is having a few steps that we have discussed, where title, outline, literature review, research methodology, methods of data collection and analysis, ethics issue, and timeline, resources, outcomes, and reference list. All these means steps have been discussed in the previous session in detail, one by one. And we have also discussed in the previous session about the plagiarism, significance of the piracy or similarity in the research proposal, as well as we have also discussed the research methodology and significance of the research methodology up to overview only. It was not discussed in detail, but overview. And we have also discussed how to revise and edit your research proposal, and what is significance of the revision and addition of the research proposal. So today is the second session where it is focused on systematic literature review and how to identify the research gap through this literature review. Here in this session, we are also going to discuss the significance of literature review and what are the different software or technical tools that are available on internet or any technical assistance that you may take for your effective work. Even though we are also going to discuss how to identify the research gap through literature review. So let's start this session with the discussion on the meaning of the literature review, where it is literature review that is a comprehensive summary of the previous research on a topic that you are working with. The literature review survey the scholar articles, books, other resources relevant to the particular area of the research. Even though the literature review is also very important to acknowledge the work of the previous researcher, and doing so that ensures the readers that your work has been well conceived. It is assumed by mentioning a previous work in the similar field, and the author is reading your work. He is evaluating. He is assimilating in his work. Literature review is also a part of different dissertation, even though different literature research papers and any research proposal or project, wherever you are conducting any research, because this will somewhere comprehends your research, where all possibilities or all opportunities are available in the similar kind of the literature that is already available. So somewhere it is the purpose of the literature review that is to convey what knowledge and idea that has been already established on related to your topic or the similar to your topic. Even though it is also answering the questions that what are the different strengths that you are having in your research, or is there any weakness that you are having, so how to eliminate that weakness and how to overcome that weakness. This literature review also allows you to remain up to the date, up to related to the topic or related to the research area that you are working with. Even though it is also very important to familiarize the researcher with any contrast prospectus where the view on the topic, if any, there is. It is the literature review that starting with the research. Basically, if you are starting any research, then the first step is to identify the problem statement. After that, you would came to know, means after that, you would start your research through literature review, because this literature review will give you the research gap. That is again very important part of any research. Somewhere
Recording in progress.
The major reasons of the literature review, if I'm talking about, then if you are conducting any literature review, then you are interested to see that what has been already investigated or researched by the different researcher. Even though you are giving the explanation of observed variable that you are having in your study, or they may be studied earlier also. So the background is basically representing that knowledge ever grow, that is information growth. Annual rate of the publications of the books or journal or pieces for the literature. Fully conversant, if it is, then for the worth whole contribution. Survey the available literature related to the study and what to review and for what the purpose is. Exactly, whenever you are conducting the literature review, then you need to select the literature first of all. If this is related to your study, then only you need to study. Otherwise, you can drop. Means only selective research studies you are going to study. Not all. If I'm talking about the entrepreneurship, then not all the entrepreneurial documents are required to be studied, but the study that are related to my research area. So another one is that need to be focused. Means you have selected the research studies that you are going to study. After that, you need to focus on different selected studies, and after that, this literature review is also directing you that how to get best output out of this task completion. So these are the major reasons of the literature review, where the first one is background knowledge, identifying the concept related, relation between the concept and to formulate the hypothesis, appropriate method, research design, methods of measuring the concept, techniques of the analysis, data source used, structuring the reports. All these are the major reasons of literature review. Let's study all these one by one. If I'm talking about the background knowledge, then it provides an overview of existing knowledge and research relevant to the topic of the interest. Basically, it also helps this researcher to understand the historical context, key theories, and the concept that has been explored previously by the different researcher. And it is also very important to identify the related concepts, where literature review also review that helps you to identify the key concepts or variables or theories that are somewhere associated with your. Suppose I am studying the entrepreneurship, then through literature review I came to know that which are the key concept of the entrepreneurship, what are the different variables that are associated with, what are the different theories that are somewhere related to the entrepreneurship. So through literature review only this is possible. Another one is relation between the concept. Through the literature review, the researcher can identify how different concepts are related to each other. Definitely, the relation will be identified with the help of literature review only. If you are means interested to identify the image of the brand with the purchasing power pattern, then definitely these are two associated things. If the brand is having high preference level, then definitely behavior pattern or purchasing behavior will be repetitive. So you need to understand what is the relationship between two variables or two concepts that you are studying. Somewhere this also help in building up a theoretical framework and understanding the theoretical understanding of the research topic. So this also formulates the hypothesis, means it is also assisting you to formulate the research hypothesis, because only with the help of the literature review you would be able to generate the objectives of the hypothesis. So with the help of the objectives of the hypothesis, you can only derive your hypothesis. So for the hypothesis formulation, literature review is very important. Appropriate research methodology and research design, as we have discussed in the previous session also, that how to frame the research methodology, what is the significance of research methodology. When you are conducting any literature review, then you need to understand what is the what are the different researcher or authors of that research paper. When the research has been conducted, what was the research problem, and what was the objective of that study, how this objective have been satisfied. This objective may be satisfied with the help of the appropriate research design. So this research design is giving you the information about the sample size determination, sample selection, data collection, analysis, analytical tools that you have used. Why you have used only those analytical tools, means all these answers will be given in the methodology basically. So another one is method of measuring the concept, understanding how concept have been measured in the previous studies. As I told you in the previous session also, that whenever you are conducting any literature review, you need to understand what are the different analytical tools have been used by that researcher, and why? Because it will answer the question. If I am using the regression in my research paper or my thesis, then definitely I'll answer the question why I am using this regression analytical tool. So you need to understand that why he is using any measuring concept. Technical analysis, okay. Data source used, okay. This is under research methodology. Structuring the report, oh, definitely you need to understand that how he is structuring his report, because it will also help in positioning the research within the broader scholars discourse and presenting the coherent narrative of the study's contribution to the field. Now, what are the different top steps that you need to follow if you are conducting the literature review? Because this process is very important. Without following each and every step carefully, somewhere you will lose the control over the research. Because this is the first step or second step. Sorry, this is the second step, which is most significant. Because literature review will give you the direction about the previous studies, about the research gap also. So the first step is define the research question, determine the inclusion exclusion criteria, choose the database and conduct the research, and review the results, synthesize the information that is already gathered by you, information analyze the information gathered, and write the literature review. So let's understand. Defining the research question, that you may need to some exploratory research of the literature review to get the sense of scope of your study, to determine whether you need to narrow down or broaden your focus. Because it happened when I was I started my research in 2005 or 2006 basically. Then at that time I was not well aware about the research, because it was my post graduation completion. After that I decided to join research, my phd, and when whatever the variable I came to know, I selected that variable to be studied. Meanwhile, during the DRC, I came to know that my research became very broad, and the committee told me to narrow down my study, because I was having so many variables in my hand at that time. And committee suggested me that okay, Kavita, your study is very good, but you are having so many variables which are somewhere maybe cumbersome task to be analyzed. So through literature review you came to know that what are the different variables available, and how to narrow down and how to broaden. If you are having very fewer variables, then definitely it is not good. And if you are having very broaden variables, means very high number of variables, then definitely somewhere it will give you the problems during your analysis. So identify the database that provide the most relevant sources, and identify the relevant items or terms that are controlled vocabulary. Finalize your research question, because through literature review you would be able to finalize the research problem. Means without literature review you cannot finalize your research question. So determine inclusion and exclusion criteria. Again, that is very important step. So think about the relevant dates, geographics or languages, methods, conflicting the point of view. You need to also choose the database and conduct the search. Means conduct the searches in the published literature via identified databases. Check to see if the topic has been covered in other discipline database. Means now this is a technical era going on. We can patch out all, means not all, maximum of the document that are already available on Google, on ResearchGate, on Shodh Ganga or Shodh Gangotri. But earlier it was not possible. Earlier, you need to go to the library manually or in person, and whatever the journal was available in that library, You need to access all these journals in hard form. You need to prepare your notes. You need to note down all the relevant things. Again, you will go to another library. Again, you will go to third library. Means you are accessing all libraries. But now, as this is technical era going on, so all the information or maximum information is available on internet. So you need to check out all the relevant data or all the relevant information that is already published somewhere in any form. Examine the citation of on point article for keywords, authors, previous researches, and cited reference searching. Review your results, and definitely you need to review your results, whatever you are having. That may be with the help of Zotero, Mendeley, or EndNote. We will discuss these tools in detail here in this session in upcoming slides. So deduplicate your research results. Make sure that you have found the seminal pieces that have been cited many times and their work is considered foundational. Check whether your professor or librarian to make sure your research has been conclusion. Again, analyze the information that is already gathered through the literature review. Are there gaps in the literature review? What has significant research taken place and who has done it? Is there any consensus or data debate on the similar topic? And which methodology or methodological approach were the best according to your research? So, write the literature review. This is very much no important topic. As I told you that organizational structure, theme, approaches, concept, methodology, all are very important. 7 parameters you need to consider whenever you are writing the literature review. The first one is authors of the or for researcher, then time of the study means year of the research. After that, objectives, hypothesis. After that, findings. After that, suggestions. Means all 7 variables need to be studied deeply for literature. So literature forms are books, text, monograph, reference book, journal, reports, newspapers, web resources, DOI, URL. All these are the different forms of the literature review. If I'm talking about the sources of the literature review, then 3 different sources that are categorized here for the session. First is primary source, secondary source, and tertiary source. So this primary source is including high level of details where a little time need to be published. And the example of this primary source are reports, thesis, emails, conference proceedings, company reports, unpublished manuscripts, and some other government publications. Because all these reports are having high level of details related to the concept, related to the topic or the main objective of that report. If I'm talking about any report that is published by government, then suppose Manrega, suppose a self-help group, or any other scheme that is provided by the government, suppose MSME. So this report is including all the relevant and significant information for that year or for that the major reason why this report is prepared. Suppose if you are studying the MSME report for India 2023. So all the relevant information will be there in that report because it is the report that is published by the government for the informative aspects. So state wise, region wise, area wise, sector wise, all the information will be there. So these reports are having high level of the details about the information that the report has been published for. So secondary source is including the medium level of the details, suppose journals, books, newspaper. There are so many articles published on the newspaper on routine basis. So these are including the medium level of the detail. Even though journals are publishing the research papers, some books or edited books are also publishing the research papers or articles, and they are including a lesser amount in comparison to primary source. Tertiary source is including the lower level of the detail, where it is including the example of index, database, catalogs, encyclopedias, dictionaries, bibliography, citations, and statistical data also. So, search for the review, where request for the peers and expert, access to the secondary source, and identification of list of the thesis and dissertation, library online catalogs, scanning the primary source, means all these are the search for the reviews somewhere. So if I'm talking about the planning for the review, then the major reason is what exactly useful and what is not. Through review, you came to know that what are the different variables exactly available. Through literature review, you came to know that which variable is significant and which variable is lesser significant, although this is significant but lesser. How to record the gathered resources. Classification of the organization of the review. Note taking. Always note taking is very important activity of literature review, because whenever you are conducting the literature review, then many information is flowing in front of your eyes. So you need to prepare the notes of that information. If you are a researcher or if you are scholar is basically the term that I'm using here for PhD scholar. But the term that is researcher, if you are researcher, definitely you need to keep notepad and pen in your hand whenever you are sitting for the research, because there are so many aspects, so many concepts, so many you know information is going in front of your eyes. Your mind is taking it in again and again, but higher chances of forgiveness means you will forgive or you will somewhere forget the information. So keep note in your diary. So structure of the literature review: abstract, information, method, results, discussion, conclusion, and reference. This is very important. Uh, as I told you that 7 parameters that you need to understand, all these are there. So literature review is a structure of literature review: introduction, where first of all you need to give the introduction of the topic; body, that is containing the discussion of the sources; conclusion, that is discussing about the review literature so far and where might be the discussion proceeds. So if your literature review is not about, that is annotated bibliography. It is not about the list of seemingly unrelated sources. And literature review containing authors' bio, list of work, and summaries of the sources. This is self-explanatory, and no need to explain all these things. This kind of the funnel I have represented in the previous session also, that conduct to before conducting any literature review, you need to understand this how the literature review may look alike. This kind of the funnel or this kind of the shape you need to keep in your mind, because the first part, this is the this is the first or top part of the funnel, that is representing the broader topic. This middle part is representing the subtopic, or this is the means bottom part of this shape or this funnel, that is representing studies which are similar to your work. So organizing or outlining the literature review where by subject or by theme, idea, trend, theory, by author, by argumentative sentences, chronological order, publication date, trend, methodology, focuses on the methods. All these maybe the pattern to organize your documents in any folder. So making the link between the studies means there are two type of the study which are related to your study, means you are agree with and you are not agree with. If there is any study which is representing that okay, Punjab entrepreneurs are also facing the problem of the fund, this is very similar, means I am agree with. And if there is any study that is representing that okay, means Pashchim Bengal entrepreneurs are not facing the problem of the fund, but they are facing the problem of branding. So this is a disagreement. So to represent the agreement and disagreement, you can use the word similarly. Similarly, Dr. B has conducted the research in the Haryana, in the Punjab, which study is representing that Punjab entrepreneurs are facing the similar kind of the problem of funds. But however, one researcher, that is Dr. C, who have conducted his study in the Paschim Bengal, who is having the problem of the branding. So you can represent with this manner. So citation is again very important. Whenever you are citing the work, then these are the examples. Means author name. I request to the participant, kindly do not write anything on the screen. Otherwise, you may be eliminated from the session or you may be removed out of the session because it is distracting me somewhere. So this is author, study a timeline, and after that you can cite your work. He developed a simplified theory using the analogy between the, means after that you can cite your study. So reference is majority of the respondent or majority of the researcher are using the reference style, that is APA. So this is the style that you are using here. These there are two researchers, Vynotsky and Vynovsky. This is the citation. Here reported that the current state of the treatment for obesity is similar to the statement and page number. This is a citation. If I'm talking about the reference of this research paper or this document, then this is the pattern of the reference preparation. So this is Vynotsky, means this is the second name, initial, and if two researchers are, then this kind of the end you need to write in the reference. But here this end. This is a major difference in between the citation and the reference. If I'm talking about the citation, then Vynotsky and Vynovsky and A and D. If I'm talking about the reference, then this symbol of N you need to use. Then this is first name and this year, then dot, then the name of the study, then this need to be in Times Roman. After that, the journal name, that is New England Journal of Medicine, that need to be in italic. After the time period, the number of year dot, after the title of the study dot, after the journal name, full stop. This is the major difference, that the topic of the study will end with the stop, full stop, and the title of the journal will be end with the comma. After that, this is your volume and issue. Means first issue, then volume. Volume will be in brackets. Issue will be in numbers. So after that, page range. This is a article in journal, article in book, and this is a library database. So good literature review is focused, concise, logical, developed, integrative, current, means all these are self-explanatory, and a reference management system where it collect the reference free through bibliography data, create your own database with your reference, that is including author, paper title, journal title, publication year. This is a reference management software. Means all these are reference management software that are available to the researcher. Earlier, these software were not available. When I was conducting my research at that time, I took the assistance of Zotero as well as with the Word reference management. But my supervisor denied to go with the Zotero or to go with the any software for the reference management. He insisted me to write down all the references manually. But at that time, I became very angry and aggressive also. That why he is saying all these to me. After a while, when my PhD completed, then I came to know, okay, this was the lesson that he wanted to teach me, that if you are well aware about these patterns, author last name, author first name, year, title of article, title of journal, volume number, volume issue, page number, available at, means you need to learn all these things. If you are writing 10 or 15 references, you may forget. But when I wrote around 700 references in my PhD, then it became by heart on fingertips with me. Now, with the closed eye, I can explain you that first of all, you need to write down the surname, then first name, then year, then full stop, then title of the study, then full stop, then journal name, then comma. Journal name need to be in italic, then comma is representing that journal name is finished. After that, volume, issue, comma, page range, comma, available, retrieve tone. So this is again very important to learn how this reference is managed manually. After that, you can get the assistance of all these software that are available to you. Nowadays, many or majority of the researcher are using all these software to manage their references. Let's understand Manley. That is again very important. This kind of the interface you will receive whenever you will log in with the Manley. After a while, when you will start to enter your documents in this that this kind of the interface will be there. Here you can write down the abstract, tags and notes. After that, you can means this kind of the interface, your document will be here. There are different documents. These are the different documents that already have been entered or stored by the researcher. If you are interested to fetch out this document, then click on and open. This kind of the interface will be there. This is the information that is entered by the researcher manually, and this is the document that is fetched out by the software for you for your assistance. This again another research paper that is generic, and title of this study is that that you have given. So another one is watch folder and click on the tools. That is again insert the citation in your article. Vivo is again very important reference management tool, that is a research focused discovery tool that enable the collaboration among the researcher across the disciplines. Browse or search information on people, department, courses, grants, and publications. So this is this kind of the interface you will get when you will sign in with the Vivo. This is freely available. You not need to pay any amount to access this. So after that, you will see this kind of the interface. Here you need to log in, and these are the different documents already available. If you are interested to enter your document, then easily you can enter. So this research gate is again important tool that is used by most of the researcher. Again, research document to be stored in the research gate is very easy. You can log in here. After that, it will ask you to save your document in the research gate. This is the show your conduct research institution, means you need to log in first of all. After that, this kind of the interface, you will receive your first name, your last name, or your university or your institution that are required. Otherwise, you cannot log in, because this is the major issue, that institution name is asked by this software. Without institution name, you cannot log in with. So password and get started. This kind of the pop-up box will be there. If you are saving your password, then you can, otherwise you can skip and join for free. So this is the profile that is entered here. Bharat Darshan. This is the researcher who is here, means now you can add on your documents, publications, questions, jobs, whatever you are interested. What would you like to add? Means your journal article, your conference paper, your all research. Means if I have presented my paper, I want to share, I can. It means the papers, presentations, posters, journal articles, means whatever the journal article I am having, I can save my articles in the researchgate with this very easy to use software. So this kind of the box will be there. If you will enter, or if you will click on the research journal articles, then thesis, attach file, it will ask you that what kind of the research you are adding. If this is study this thesis, if this is journal, then it will ask you the copy and enter your thesis details or title, you can say. Then DOI will be there, and you can click on continue. So like this, the interface will be there, means go your publications, and after that it will be added here. If you want to means share this, you can add your document. ORCID is also one another very important software or important platform that is used by majority of the respondent or researchers. What is ORCID? It is unique persistent identifier for research and scholars. Benefits are to improve the discoverability, connect with your work, eliminate the name and ambiguity. ORCID is again very important for the manuscript submission, grant application, professional society membership, and other. This kind of the interface will be there. This is again free to use, and register, add your information, use your ORCID ID. Means through these easy to follow steps are there. Inbuilt product where eConsortium, UGC Infotech, and list, all these are the platform. EPG Shala, Pathshala, means all these are very easy to be used platform. This is UGC InfoNet that is available. So here you can sign in, and you can join your this group also. And list is again the library of research at national level, where this National Library and Information Service infrastructure of scholarly content, which is again free to use, means you not need to pay anything for the usage of this platform. And CAT is again a union database that is available to you. Infiblit, OJS, again open journal access system. Here you can access your journals, your research articles. Shodh Ganga, that is used by majority of the researcher for the thesis preparation, basically. Shodh Gangotri is used for the synopsis purpose, because this is the platform where we are publishing our synopsis. So research project database, again the legal research on the web, because there are some law related researches or also. So you need to know that how these legal research are available, good for current and recent documents, significant for recent cases, SC cases or federal. So these are not good for older cases, basically, because older cases are getting obsolete in its nature. So secondary source is directories and law reviews and articles, encyclopedias and dictionaries. Locating the law review, where it is including the LexisNexis Academy index to legal periodicals and ILP retrospective 1980. So all these are the means journals that you may find out. Law cases, again, law cases are portraying the sites where FinLaw, Case Code, Lexis, and Cornell, all these are related to means legal issues or law related studies. This is a commercial database for Manupatra, means this is again very important platform related to law documents. Westlaw India and Air Infotech database, all these are a very important platform for the law, and Taxamen is for taxation purpose, annual reviews, or Cambridge University, that is again a very important platform to find out any document that may be related to your study if it is required. Emerald, that is a well aware platform where science, social science, or different kind of the research articles are published with. JSTOR, Oxford Journals, all these are Springer, Hinoline law database, open access database, Doge, that is a dictionary of open access journals. All these are the software that are available to you, from which you can access the information according to your study, and you can publish your data or your information for the publication purpose. So here the relevance of the citation is where reference is or citation is a way of giving the credit for someone thinking, writing, or research. You mark the material when you use it and give the full identification at the end. Even academic writing, you are obliged to attribute every pieces of the material you use it as is author. If I'm talking about the relevance of the citation, I request to all the participants, kindly mute yourself.
मैंने कहा यार होता, फिर मैंने बोला ना स्टार्टिंग में, मैं ऐसे बात नहीं करती थी पहले, कहता हाँ हाँ कूल भी तो बनना होता है, और फिर जब मैंने बोला ना कि हाँ बट मैंने कुछ टाइम बाद ऐसे स्माइल वाइल करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, कहता क्यों करा स्टार्ट, आप लड़की हो, लड़कियों को स्माइल नहीं।
Okay. So if I'm talking about the relevance of the citation, then citation style or reference system is used in your writing and standardized system for referring to the material. Even though citation is very important for the reference purpose to publish or unpublish the sources. Majority of the citation index are two kind of the categories, where first one is ISI, that is somewhere published the ISI citation index in the print and compact disc. They are now generally accessed through the web under the name of the Web of Science. Another one that is again very important, elsewhere publisher, that Scopus available only online, which is similarly combines the subject searching with the citation browsing and tracking the science and social sciences also. SCI expanded the coverage of retrospective data from 900 to the present, where average 900 new record per week included in the SCI coverage area. It is the coverage of the current information and retrospective data from 1956 to the present, where average 2,900 new records per week included in the SSCI coverage. Again, you can understand that how much broad area or broad publication they are including. If I'm talking about ANHCI coverage, then from 1975 to present, the average publication or average inclusion of the new records is 2,300 new records per week. Scopus is worldwide largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature, where it is containing 47 million records and 70% with the abstract. Means 70% are included with the abstract if the data or if the paper is not available, or if the researcher is not interested to show his study or her study publicly without any face. So over 9,500 titles from the 5,000 publisher worldwide, includes over 4.6 million conference papers even. So if I'm talking about another journal ranking effort, then SCI Migos, that is general rank, where citation page rank, the journal calculated on the basis of the Scopus citation data divided by the number of articles published in the journal over 3 years. And similarly, the eigenfactor method, but based on the citation of the Scopus instead of the Web of Science. CiteSeer, that is, it was the public search engine and digital library for scientific and academic paper, primarily in the field of the computer and information sciences. It was replaced by the CiteSeer, and all queries to the CiteSeer that are redirected to it. It is often considered to be first automated citation index system and was considered the predecessor of the academics also. Indian Citation Index, where it is including 2,000 top Indian scholars journals. Google Scholar is freely accessible web search engine that is indexed for the full text of the scholar literature across the array of the publishing format and disciplines. Released in the beta of November 2004, the Google Scholar Index include most of the peer-reviewed online journals in the Europe and America's largest scholarly publishers. This is a style manual of the Google Scholar, where this kind of the interface will be there if you will fetch out any research article. MLA, APA, Chicago. You can get the reference type. So this is the person who is researcher Lower C. Obera, who registered himself or who signed in the Google Scholar. So this person is having 20 research papers entered in the Google Scholar. Institute of State or Web of Science, this kind of the interface will be there. You can enter your research article in the Web of Science. Now we are at a research gap. Again, this is a very important topic. With the help of the literature review, you came to know about the research gap, that is simply a topic or area for which missing or insufficient information limits the ability to reach the conclusion for the question. Somewhere it also it should not be confused with the research question. For example, if we ask the researcher of what healthiest diet for human is, we would find many studies and possible answers to this question. On the other hand, if we ask the research question on what are the effects of antidepressants on the pregnant woman, we would not be able to find out the much existing data. So this is the research gap. When we identify the research gap, we identify the direction for the potentially new and existing research. How to identify the research gap? First of all, identify your key motivating issues. That may be the question or problem statement. Means this is the first parameter, that is your research question or problem statement, which will give you the gap. After that, identify the key term associated with this issue. Suppose I want to study the association of brand loyalty with the purchasing behavior. So I need to understand how the brand loyalty came from, and what are the different parameters or what are the different variables which are influencing the purchasing behavior of the consumer, how these two things are associated with each other, and what are the different variables which are somewhere surrounding all these two variables. So review the literature, search for the key terms, and identify the relevant publication. Again, this is very important. Review the literature cited by the key publications which you locate in the above step. Identify the issues not addressed by the literature related to your critical motivating issues. Now, what are the different types of the research gap? That first may be the knowledge gap. And this knowledge gap or a gap in the knowledge is maybe the understanding of the subject, where most of the research are requiring to fill this gap. Because if you are not filling this gap, why you are doing any research? So for example, there may be a lack of understanding of the mechanism behind the particular disease, or how a specific technology work in the given environment. Another one is conceptual, means these are the gaps in the conceptual framework for the theoretical understanding of the subject. For example, there may be the need for more research to understand the relationship between concept and to refine the theoretical framework. Another one is methodological gap. Again, this is the topic, or this is the question that was asked in the previous session also, that if there is one study that is a research paper conducted at lower level, I want to elaborate that. That is methodological gap. These are the gap in the methods used in the study a particular subject. For example, there may be need for more research to develop the new research methods. Research data gap, that is again available on the particular subject. For example, there may be need for more research to collect the data on the specific population. Suppose I have conducted a study in Haryana, but I want to study the northern part of the Haryana. Then I can elaborate. Means now the huge level of the data is required. Practical gap. These gaps are applicable in the research findings to practical situations. For example, there may be need for more research to understand how to implement the evidence-based practices in the real world setting. Practical gap. That is, suppose my research was rural entrepreneurship in Haryana. And practical gap is I want to study what is the impact of educational entrepreneurship on entrepreneurial development in Haryana. That is practical gap, because I want to study, is there any impact of the entrepreneurial education on the higher education program on the entrepreneurial development? So what is gap there is? So this is all about today's session. If there is any query, then you can ask. This is open question and answer session.
Okay, madam, thank you very much. As the speaker madam rightly said, the session is open for discussion. You can clarify your doubts through chat box or unmuting your mics. I repeat, dear participants, kindly introduce yourself. Sorry, dear participants, you can clarify your doubts through chat box or through unmuting your mics.
Good evening, ma'am.
Before asking any
Good
question,
evening.
kindly introduce yourself. Yeah,
I am
please.
Sarah Grace from KL University, Vijayawada.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, thank you so much for enlightening us through your PPT and sharing your knowledge. It's really awesome work, ma'am. And I convey my sincere thanks to sir who has conducting this show. And very particularly, I'm related to English department, but we don't have Web of Science and Scopus indexed paper, ma'am. We are basically non-engineering background. We have to tie up with engineering background people. So sometimes
No
we are
need to tie
facing.
up if you are having that kind of the research area that these people need to be involved. Otherwise, there is no hard and fast rule, or there is no requirement to involve any another area people. If you are interested to work with your topic, you can work with your topic. You can get the your paper indexed in the Scopus. Suppose I want to study rural entrepreneurship, or it is suppose I want to study the entrepreneurship in engineering students, means how this entrepreneurship is developed in the engineering student. Definitely the people are not interested to start their enterprise, but this is again very important topic that need to be covered. If it is required to involve any engineering expert, then only I'll invite him or her. Otherwise, there is no need.
For example, I am my topic is the feminism, ma'am. Related to feminism, I need guidance to uh, cite a paper, Web of Science and Scopus, ma'am. How can I do it, ma'am?
The basic parameter of a Scopus indexed journal is the quality of the paper, or quality is representing the contribution of the paper towards the literature that is available, and towards the society, and towards the upcoming generation. These are the three major parameters, or these are the three major basis where Scopus index journals are including your paper for the publication. If your paper is contributing towards the society, towards the literature, towards the upcoming generation, then definitely they will accept.
Okay, ma'am.
These are the three major parameters. No, if you are
Yes.
contributing towards the society, that okay, this is your research. Why your research is important for the society?
Okay.
Why upcoming generation will study your research? Why they are publishing your research? If there is nothing new in your research, then they will reject. Otherwise, definitely they will publish your paper.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much, Kavita, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening,
Very good evening.
ma'am. I have a question. That nowadays, as we are into assistant professor, we are into teaching, so it is mandatory. That means we have to write up research. Now, n number of conferences are being held, means right in different colleges on different topic, that is on sustainability, environment, or either means most of them they are giving on sustainable environment, and some of them they are giving for the technology, some of them they are giving on that. My question is that now, suppose we are not a research scholar. Research scholar, basically they are doing it on their topic itself. So for what we should do it, that we have to select only one area, and we have to means like if we want to present in n number of means like 2 to 3 institute and all that. So please guide us means like what will be the right way and where we have to approach and how we have to. And within a short period of time, is it possible to write a good research paper and all that?
Now,
Something, yeah.
within a shorter time period, the effective, or we can say good research paper writing is not possible at all, because on an average, a research
Yeah.
paper need to be means it requires 4 to 6 months. A good
But
qualitative
one-
research paper.
Yeah, but within 1 week we have to present in our
No.
college itself.
No,
That is
no, there is no hard and fast rule, because
Yes.
if I'm talking about the qualitative research paper, then definitely
Yeah,
it will take 4 to 6 months.
Huh.
Otherwise, you are talking about the conference paper publication presentation.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes. Yeah.
So you need to present the paper according to your specialization. I
Okay,
would
fine.
not recommend you that any kind of the topic that you are having in the conference, or any kind of the topic that you are having in your mind. No,
Huh.
go with your specialization, because this is the resume that is reflecting you, not
Okay.
the conference.
Yes, yes. Because different is having ma'am different topic, so we are confused. So what to do?
But no need to be confused, because there are
Okay.
one theme, and there are sub theme, there are sub areas. So
Okay.
you can continue, you can carry on with these sub areas.
Fine.
Yes, because as a researcher, I used to go in different conferences. There are
Okay.
certain conferences which are not associated with my entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So what to do?
Uh-huh.
I need to make a correlation in between the conference and my specialization.
Fine.
Ma'am, I have a query.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. God bless.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, how to properly read research paper? Like in what all section we have to concentrate to write a literature review if we're adding it in a paper?
Please repeat.
Ma'am, how to properly read a research paper so that we can write the literature review properly? Like in which all section should we concentrate more? Should we just
In
read abstract and write a literature review, or just we have to go through the whole paper
whole
in order
paper?
to come to?
No, whole paper. And majorly your means Kavita means what? Is Kavita means two eyes? Or is Kavita means good hair? Or Kavita means two hand? No, it is the proper working combination of a body with a sound mind. Right or wrong?
Yeah, ma'am.
So if I'm talking about the research paper, then everything is very important. Everything is very important. Your introduction, because introduction is representing your area. Literature review is representing the associated studies. Research methodology part is representing your studies blueprint. Analytical tools are representing why only these research parameters or these analytical tools are used. If your study is demanding ANOVA and you are applying regression, what's the use? Right now, I am having some craving for tea, and you are giving me chola bhatura. Then what's use? I demand tea, no? So why you are using that statistical tool? The reason behind, is that justificable, means justified? Then findings. Finding is a very important topic because it is contributing towards the society. Why upcoming generation will study your paper? If you are writing anything in your research paper, if I am conducting any research, then why I will study? Because your findings may be relevant to me or relevant to my study. So the findings, after that conclusion, how you concluded, how much efficiently you concluded, and after that suggestions, because definitely you will give some suggestions whenever you are conducting any research, then definitely you will face some problem. It is not easy task to be completed, so you are giving the suggestion how to overcome these challenges. So every part of the research paper is equally significant. We cannot say that nose is very shorter part of the body, that there is no requirement of the nose, or we can say means you can't say introduction is not required. No, you can't say literature review is not required. No, research methodology is very important because this is intestine of the research paper.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Hello, madam. I'm
Madam,
Rekha from
madam.
Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see the chat box.
Yes, sir. Here, the one question is how to choose the strong topic with the help of the literature review, with the help of the research gap. These are the two tasks that you need to complete before the research topic finalization. As I told you during the today's session also, during the previous session also, that research gap is very important for your problem statement. Another one is what make the difference between Scopus Journal and SCI? Are both equal in quality? Definitely, both are not equal, but they are equally good. How to use SiteShare? This is a free to use platform. There is different, means that there are no difficult steps. If you will open the SiteShare platform, then definitely you will you need to follow very easy steps. And sharing, so I have one doubt. Original research work is also not to be published in Scopus, ma'am. What necessary steps are possible to publish in Scopus? As I told you, that 3 parameters you need to follow. The first is contribution toward society, contribution toward literature, and contribution toward upcoming generation. Beyond that, no other parameter. Could you suggest the list of unpaid journals in the? No, I can't suggest you. I'm so sorry for this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, suppose I have writing a literature review.
Yes.
I get a problem is on words writing. Then I make a mistake. Suppose.
Okay.
There any solution? I have using a Grammarly software, but any you have suggest me?
What?
Literature review.
As I told you in previous session also, that whenever you are starting your research, then study the paper that are directly associated with your topic, your problem, your title. So when you start to study, when you start to read the paper, then definitely start with the abstract. Abstract is a shorter conclusion or a summary of the research paper. So first of all, study the abstract deeply, each and every line, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, 10, 12, whatever the number of reading is required. When abstract is understood by you deeply, then go with the research methodology. Why this research conducted? This question will be answered in the research methodology part. Sample size selection, sample size determination, data collection tools, analytical tools, reason of the analytical tools used, objectives and hypotheses, how this research gap is analyzed. These all questions will be there in the research methodology part. After that, go with the analytical tool, analytical part where findings are given. And after that, definitely the researcher will face a few problems or few challenges during the completion of that study. So he will give some suggestions. These suggestions are also representing the challenges that are faced by the researcher indirectly, not directly, but indirectly. So study the suggestions carefully. And this is the whole process to complete your literature review. When you have studied all these, then after that, try to write down the review in your words. And for that writing purpose, author's name, study year, then title of the study, or you can say the problem statement, then objectives, then hypothesis, then research methodology, then interpretation or analysis, you can say. After that, suggestions or conclusion, you can say. So this is the best method to write down the literature review.
Thank you.
Dr. Kavita madam, I think there is one more question in chat box.
Identify a research topic is starting the problem at any. Then can you please brief any technique or idea that we can apply to identify the unique? That is a literature review only. There is no shortcut in the research. Basically, if you want to find out a unique topic, then literature review plus research gap. These two things will assist you how to find out the unique topic for your study. Because this is the literature review which will generate the gap, and gap will generate the problem statement. These three steps will go one by one. Start with the literature review, continue with the research gap identification, and you will have the problem statement in your hand.
Okay, madam, thank you. So, Dr. Kavita madam, shall we stop here?
Yeah, definitely, sir. If there
Okay.
is no other query.
So, actually, there will be no sessions tomorrow on account of Ram Navami.
Then
So,
okay,
once
sir.
again, virtually day after tomorrow at
Yes, sir.
7 p.m. So,
Yes,
till
sir.
then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you, speaker madam. Thank you, participants.
Thank you to all the participants who are present here, who